Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Yo, welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell so when I drop this content, you'll receive the mail. Now, check this out, man. We finna hit Flag up, man. We on Flag TV, right? Shout out to Flag TV where I got this clip from, but we got little Boosie and Flag chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? And he's chopping up about Charleston White and his sentencing and things like that. So we gonna get to the content and we're gonna talk, because like I always tell y'all, I talk. You dig it? So let's get to the content, man. No longer ado, man. I hope y'all having a wonderful, blessed day, man. And don't let nobody rent space in your brain. You dig it? Let's keep it pushing.
I guess, look, all the years, I've known you for like 20 years now, right? And I've never seen a gun around you.
Right.
I'm being honest.
Right.
This is not me in front of the camera. I've never seen a gun on the coffee table. I've never seen it tucked in. Nothing.
Right.
Maybe if you have a security around and they have a legal gun and maybe that.
Right.
But you're not one of these guys that's just like playing with guns and got guns around. Like 20 years, I've never seen this. So when I saw that, I was just like, damn, like this ain't the Boosie that I know.
Right.
And I guess like what I was.
Yeah, I can't say out of all the times I've seen Boosie on TV, Boosie showing his house around, Boosie on videos or whatever the case it is, I never once seen Boosie have a gun on him. And so in that video I seen when he was walking around, he had the red pants on when he was in, I think, San Diego or something like that. And he had the pistol in his back pocket. From my understanding of it, they say he was around a bunch of Crips. That's what kind of threw me off, because he had on red pants and he was around a bunch of Crips. So I don't know how true that is, but if it is, then it is what it is. I guess they, it's money. It's about the money. It's music. So what I will say is that day Boosie was thinking about his life. Boosie wasn't thinking about nothing but about his life. You dig what I'm saying? And I get it, because you can't trust somebody else with it. You don't know what somebody else going to do if they got the gun in their hand and something pop out, but you know what you going to do if push come to shove. You dig? Anyway, let's get back to the content.
Wondering at that moment, because look, as a DJ, I remember going to certain events and going like, nah, this looks a little dicey. I'm just not going to do this. I'm going to give their money back and say I'm good, because I feel there might be a level of danger here that I'm not prepared for.
Yeah.
So in that particular situation, when you saw, all the Crips and it's all in San Diego, you could have said, I'm not really feeling this. Let me just give them their money back and we'll just reschedule. Right? You had that choice at that point. If you felt someone unsafe.
We always got a choice.
Right.
Yeah.
We always got a choice.
So why not in that moment say 10, 15,000 ain't worth a potential risk? Because you
don't be thinking like that at the moment, Vlad. You don't be thinking ahead of time at the moment. My show was at 9:10. Landed there, you thinking that's a quick little bag, and you don't know where you be going.
Yeah.
You just get an address, Vlad, and I went, and when I got there, it
was active. No, I saw it. I remember seeing it. And the problem was, because I remember I read into this whole situation.
And I could have, I could have
you could have just said, something, here's your money back.
But see, the thing about when you come from the hood and you were real and you considered a real reputable cat, right? Like, we don't turn down money for one thing like that, unless, all money ain't good money. But unfortunately, right, for Boosie's situation, he he considered himself to be a real dude. So he make real men moves in his eyes. You dig what I'm saying? And in that situation, even though he pulled up and seen it was all bad out there, he like, man, it ain't going to be that serious. Let me go ahead and get this over with quick and get up out of there, which he really did. But you see, and like they said, they had a potential stool pigeon, a potential snitch that was sitting at the video shoot that kept putting the camera on Lil Boosie backside where the pistol was at. You dig what I'm saying? Which is weird, because if you're there to shoot a video or you there to record, why would you keep showing the pistol instead of showing this man standing in front of him where you can get a good glimpse of him, not the pistol in his back? So right then and there was a red flag for me. You dig what I'm saying? So, but in Boosie's situation, I respect it. I took my hat to him. He's standing 10 toes down on the decision that he made. He knew the decision he made. He knew the consequence of his decision. And he's standing on that. So you can't knock him for that. He tired. Let's get back to it.
We'll reschedule another time.
I know. This what I come from, Vlad.
Yeah.
You know, this is where I come from.
Right.
Yeah, but you have to reach a certain level of maturity.
Right.
You can't grab every dollar.
I do. It's my fault. You know, it's my fault. You know, that upbringing, you know, I just feel like that shit just, you know, once I'm in that circle with, you know, once I'm in the jungle, you know.
When you're in the belly of the beast, you got to be a beast. You know what I'm saying? And I get what he's saying, man. Once you put yourself in a situation where you're around gangsters and gang members and thugs and things like that, you can't be this person you straighten your image up to be some business square dude, because people gonna say, oh, Boosie ain't the same. Even though you on your business thing, they gonna say Boosie ain't real no more. He on some square. He was scared to come to the hood, this and this and that. That would have been the next thing that would have came out about Boosie. And Boosie, one thing he take pride in is his name, where he come from. You dig what I'm saying? Another thing I want to get off into, ain't got nothing to do with this, why I respect Boosie. You never really hear Boosie speak on the politics in Baton Rouge. Like you hear other peoples across other states always speaking on their politics. You know what I'm saying? Just like in Oakland, we don't speak on the politics in Oakland, man. We don't, like, I don't see too many people getting on the internet talking about the politics. You know, they'll let you know who run with who and what gang is, but as far as how everything, we don't really get down like that. Now, you got these content creators that go around piecing stuff together and asking questions and doing their own thing. But other than that, we not on there popping it like that. Anyway, let's get back to Boosie, man. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Let's go.
I feel I gotta protect myself at that. I'm around all these people I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Just me and my security. I ain't here nothing but an hour.
Right.
You know, if it go down, I mean, he can't shoot both of these motherfuckers.
No, I get it. No, listen, I remember the environment. And me personally, if I was there, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Here's your money back. So it's all on the up and up. No one's going to think that.
Flag, no disrespect to you, Flag, and I get where you coming from, but you not black, so you would never really truly understand the purpose and the meaning and why people actually do the things and why we do the things I do, because you ain't sitting in the chair we in. You sitting across from us and you know what I'm saying, you dealing with us, but you'll never know the mind frame or the way people think or why they do what they do, because you ain't part of this culture as far as skin color, as far as understanding why we do this. See, everything you always gonna say is always gonna be the way someone that don't come from the streets think. Oh no, there's too many people here, I'm gone. Don't get me wrong. I don't went to situations like motorcycle pop-ups and all that old stuff, and I don't went there and seen it was just too deep. It was more dudes than females up in there. And when I go to any spot there was more dudes than women in there, I'm not staying, because I know it's gonna be something. It's too much testosterone running around up in there. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean? That's just me personally though. Like, I don't want to, and I don't like hanging around men anyway like that. What the hell I want to hang around a bunch of men for? It's more men than it is women. It's like 5 men to each woman up in here. It's like, it ain't even enough. Anyway, let's get back to the content.
No one got robbed or whatever else. Here's your whole amount back, and let's just schedule it for another time. That's what I would have done if I felt unsafe.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like,
I know what you would have done, but that ain't what I do.
No, I understand. We're different.
I'm going to get it. I mean, that ain't what I do. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, because look, I think that every situation like this has lessons involved.
Right.
It's not like that amount of money changed your life at all.
Nah.
Was that's like $5 to an average person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, when you looked at that situation, it's not like anyone snitched on you either. Because what happened was one of the guys in the video shoot was being watched by San Diego Police Department. So they're
now, see, there we go. That's why I said allegedly earlier when I was saying that they were saying it was a so-called snitch there that was kept showing Boosie with the gun and this and this and that. Now it comes out that one of the guys that was at the video shoot, the police actually had under surveillance. They was watching him, and that's how they got caught up on Boosie having the gun. You dig what I'm saying? So now I get what's going on. Now that's possible, and that make a little bit more sense. But the snitching allegations make sense too. But anyway, let's get back to the content.
Watching his live streams, and they're like, "Oh, who's this guy with the gun in the back with everyone surrounding?"
All right.
Someone's like, "Oh, that's Boosie."
Right.
And the next thing you know, helicopters come in and you become the target when you were never the target to begin with of the police.
Right.
So, yeah, man, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And look, we ultimately don't know what the judge will do, but from what I understand, there is a pretty good chance of you getting probation or just like, a couple months, considering the time served and so forth.
I don't know. It's up.
Hope for the best, but expect the worst in these situations, Flag. Don't try to throw nothing in his head. That's why I'm glad Boosie answering the way he did. He like, man, I don't know about, you know what I mean? Because he know his life ain't in his hands no more. It's in these white folks' hands. You know what I'm saying? And they finna make the decision on what Boosie gonna get and what he's not gonna receive, and when he's coming home and when he, you know what I'm saying? So it's really totally up to them, man, to courthouse, man. So I get it.
To the judge to give me credit for my ankle monitor.
Exactly.
It's up to the judge to give me credit for my ankle monitor. But it's up to God to get to that judge, man. You know, I mean, I'm ready for whatever, Vlad. Like I'm built like this, Vlad. Like,
yeah.
Like I told you, if God want me free, gonna keep me free. If He not, gonna send my ass to jail. That'd be karma. That's all that be.
Well, I mean, you've done it before.
Yeah.
It won't be new to you. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Yeah, but I'm just grateful that I ain't finna go play with nobody.
I'm glad Boosie got the right mind frame and how he looking at this whole situation, though. You know what I mean? Because some people be bitter. Oh, they want to railroad me. They want to do that. Never want to take responsibility for their part that they played in the situation. Boosie knew. He said, "Man, it's on me. I got caught with it. I ain't got no choice but to deal with it, man. This is the way life goes. You got to deal with the punches thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, shout out to Boosie, man, for having a level head and thinking of it like, okay, like he said, if God wanted me free, I would have stayed free. This is all karma. And see, people got to recognize your karma. When you out there dishing out stuff and it's bad in your mind, when you do something, you realize, man, that ain't cool. I should have. Listen, something gonna come back for that, bro, because you wrong for it. Don't think you're gonna keep doing dirt out here and nothing happens. People always talking about, oh man, karma don't never get back to people to do dirt. Please believe karma comes back. They might not tell you it came back and got them, but it came back and got them. Anyway, let's get back to the content. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Let's go.
Get 15 years, man.
Yeah, blow trial, you mean?
Yeah, then they bring up all the other crazy.
Yeah. Well, Charleston White was celebrating you taking the plea deal. I think he even said he hopes you die in jail and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, hold on, man.
I heard.
Yeah, man, listen, I actually, I'm cool with, Danza, who does the interviews in Miami. And I talked to him about, because he interviews Charleston a lot, and I'm like, can you have Charleston just try to fix this? Like, can you have him apologize to some of the stuff that he said about Boosie and so forth? You know what I'm saying? To try to mediate the situation, but I guess that never happened.
I don't need no apology.
I know, you don't need an apology, but I felt that if I had the chance to do that, I would at least try.
And that's the thing, though, man, with Flag TV, right? Like, I don't think Flag is racist. I don't think Flag, because like I tell you, Flag grew up in the Bay Area, man. Despite what the internet's saying and all that stuff, Flag is no matter where he was born at, he grew up in the Bay Area, man. He came to the Bay Area, man, and he mingled with a lot of people, man. Flag had Flag DVDs, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand, man. Flag ain't no culture vulture like everybody keep trying to paint him out to be, man. Flag is from the Bay Area. I'm from the Bay Area. You dig what I'm talking about? We grew up on Flag, rocking with Flag. You know what I mean? So y'all got to start with the narrative. Now y'all talking about, Flag deal with number black people because he need them. Listen, if you grow up in a community where you surrounded by black people and hip hop music, that's what you gonna deal with, bro. That's just the bottom line to it. No, I understand the little homework y'all done did and digged up his background and his mom's background, dad background, all that. But Flag himself personally grew up in the Bay Area, man. So y'all need to chill with all that disrespectful stuff, man. You're like, shout out to Flag TV. I rock with Flag, man. And I ain't gonna let nobody tell me nothing different. Let's go.
Unfortunately, it didn't work. And look, you called me and you said, Vlad, I know you interviewed Charleston, but he talks about my kids and so forth. And can you stop? I said, I got you. If you look, you haven't seen Charleston interview since. And now he hates me too and talks shit about, my family and so forth, but it's whatever. I really don't care.
Yeah. You ain't supposed to care, man. Like I say, shout out to Charleston White too, man. Like, I don't hate Charleston White. I think Charleston White do a lot of stuff he do to keep his name in the algorithm. He like to go viral. That's his thing. So you got to understand, I don't think a lot of stuff Charleston White mean. And when Charleston White, I don't know, man, because that is something crazy to say. You hope somebody pass away in prison now. That's crazy to say, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think also, man. You know, Charleston White, a little guy, man. He might got a little guy complex, just like Boosie, a little guy. But see, you see the difference in the two. One of them is more mellow, one of them more hostile. One of them want to go viral. See, Charleston White not a rapper. So he can't grab the microphone and start spitting bars and come at Boosie. So the only thing he can do is come on the line and speak his mind and talk crazy to spark a buzz on the internet. You dig what I'm saying? Anyways, get back to this content.
You know? Well, look, man, I hope this whole thing works out. So 3 months from now, you'll know the final amount.
Yeah, on sentencing day.
On sentencing day.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, I wish you all the best.
Yeah, man. Check this out, man. Y'all go over there and tap in with Flag TV, man. Y'all go look at the content, man, and check him out, man. And send prayers to Boosie, man. Send prayers up for Boosie, man. Hopefully he make it out this thing alive, man. I know people done got in my comment section when I done said prayers out for people before, and they be like, oh, forget that. They know but you entitled to say what you want to say, bro. Like, I'm not one of them type of dudes that's going to get on here and clown you, talk crazy to you, none of that. You can say what you want to say. If you like the content, if you don't. If I make a mistake and misspell something on the thumbnail, it's cool. Say what you want to say. Just because you brought it to my attention, I'm going to go and fix it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to go back and forth with some people that I never met, never knew, and don't really care too much about what you got to say negative. You feel me? But all the new subscribers, all the people who drop the good positive comments, all the things, man, all the likes, man, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Let's keep on spreading this business, man, sharing it, man, so we can get it out there, man. I need more people to tune in, man. We're trying to blow this thing up. Anyway, thank y'all again for tuning in, man. It's the Quarter Report brought to you out of Red Night Special, and I am Town Biz. And stay tuned in, and I'm going to drop some more of the good content for you, man. We just getting started. Let's go.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.